Okay, one of our first videos in the support folder. We need to go back to semester 1 and remember how to graph a quadratic function in vertex form. Here's an example. Y equals -1/2 times the quantity of x plus 3 squared plus 4. So that's a quadratic function in vertex form. Because of the square, that tells us it's quadratic. And when you have a x plus 3 in parentheses, and then a 4 at the very end, or a number at the very end, that's in vertex form. Here are the steps. Step 1, locate your vertex. That's your H and your K. Step 2, draw your axis of symmetry. Every parabola and quadratic function have an axis of symmetry that run right through the vertex. Step 3, find and plot one point other than the vertex. Find one more point and plot it. And then use the symmetry to finish the graph. So in essence, you only need 3 points. You want more to be more exact when graphing it, but 3 will do for now. Okay, so here's our Cartesian coordinate plane. Step 1, let's locate the vertex. For us, the vertex is -3, 4. So in the parentheses, you've got to find out what's going to make it 0. -3 will cancel out with a +3 if you plug that in for x. So it's usually the opposite. We're looking for x. We're not looking for the +3. So the x has got to be -3 to cancel out the +3. Okay, so our vertex will be just -3 and (4). The y part is already given to you point blank. So the vertex is -3, 4. You have to remember how to figure out the x and just to remember to take the y directly. So that's your vertex, -3, 4, and there it is on the graph. And label it. Always label. A lot of us forget to label. Make sure you label so everybody who sees it can know exactly what you're talking about. So step 1 is done. A clue to help us step 1 to figure out which way this parabola is going, which is what led me to write the vertex on top of the point, the -3, 4, is because since the a value, the number in front of the parentheses, is negative, we have -1/2, that parabola will be facing downward. So these are all things we studied in class and noticed. So the investigation parts lead us to know that these clues, that -3 to go with the +3 is the part of the vertex, the -1/2 makes it face down. That's what we investigated first semester. That's right, a is equal to -1/2. Through that, through the vertex, we go to step 2 and draw our axis of symmetry right through the vertex in the x direction. So that's done. Now go to step 3. Find and plot one point. And we're going to try x equals 1. You can choose randomly whatever point you want. I'm going to choose one far enough that I can get a good sense of what the graph shape will look like. So I chose 1. And then plug it into the equation. And then just go through your steps. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 squared is 16. Remember, you've got to do the exponents first according to your order of operations, and then we multiply before we add. So -1/2 times 16 will be -8. And then we add 4, gets us to -4. So when we plug in our input of x equals 1, our output will be -4. That point is 1, -4. You put that on your graph. Boom, I put that there. Then I drew this arrow going to the left. Across that axis of symmetry, there should be another point that is the same distance from the axis of symmetry on the other side, the opposite side. So I put a point there. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah. So now that we have those 3 points, we can graph our parabola, and it goes through all of that. Okay. So practice this. We need to know how to do this in vertex form. There's will be another video on standard form. All right, thank you very much.